Good morning, dear students. I am teaching chapter 13. Name of the chapter 13 is the sound. And now we will discuss about the ear, the natural ear, the natural gifts for hearing. The natural gifts for hearing. It is not just sufficient to have a vibrating body and a medium for propagation of a sound energy. There must be some apparatus which must carry sound vibrations to the brain in the form of electrical impulses. This is precisely the function of a human ear. Human ear. What is the human ear? Human ear is a kind of a device and which helps to hear sounds and sound produced around us. A human ear consists of three parts. Human ear consists of three parts. First one, outer ear or external ear, middle ear and inner ear. Human ear consists of three parts: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. And first one is the outer ear. Outer ear, it consists of a flap-like structures called the pinna, and it is further connected to ear canal, at the end of which is circular membrane called eardrum, and the pinna collects the sound waves. And it directs to the ear canal, and the sound waves striking on the eardrum, and it vibrates exactly the same way as the sound gives sound emitting objects is vibrating. First, in outer ear is a consist of a flap-like structures, and this flap-like structure is called the pinna, and it is further then it is connected, this pinna is connected to the ear canal, and at last it connected to the eardrum, and pinna collects the sound and then it directs to the ear canal, and then sound waves is striking and then make it vibrate exactly the same way as gives sound emitting object is vibrating. Middle ear, it consists of a chain of three bones. Middle ear is consist of a three bones which on one side are connected to eardrum. One side are connected to the eardrum and on the other side to the inner ear, and when the eardrum vibrates, then the bones help in magnifying the vibrations of the eardrum, and a tube connects to the middle ear through throat and is commonly called the ear canal. What is the ear canal? Middle ear connects to the throat and it is called the ear canal or Eustachian tube, and the ear canal helps in regulating the pressure of air on both sides of eardrum and protects it from sudden changes in the atmospheric pressure. Inner ear. The inner ear consists of two parts. First one is the cochlea and semicircular canals. It is filled with the fluid. First one is the cochlea. Cochlea is a spiral tube and it is lined by sensory receptors. You can see in the diagram it is given. This is the human ear structure, and in the cochlea is a spiral. You can see in the diagram, this is the cochlea. Cochlea is the spiral tube and it is lined with sensory receptors. And which are connected to the sensory nerve. And then the sensory nerve is connected to the brain, and when the vibration fired by the middle ear enter the cochlear, and the fluid in it start vibrating, and these vibrations are picked up by the sensory receptors, and vibrations which are received, it is picked by the sensory receptors, and then it is converted into the electrical signals, and the electrical signals then travel through the sensory nerve to the brain, and it is ultimately the brain which on receiving electrical signals interprets the sounds. And the semicircular canals are not connected to the hearing but helps us to balance in 3 dimensions. The feeling up, down, sideways, etc. is controlled by the semicircular canals. Key ideas. Key ideas. For hearing sound, the following conditions are necessary. For hearing sound, the following conditions are necessary. First one, there should be a vibrating body to produce sound energy. So first one is the vibrating body, and second one is there should be a material, that is a medium, whether it is solid, liquid or gas, and through which the sound vibrates could propagate. And third one, there should be a receiver such as human ear to receive the sound vibrations and then convert them into electrical signals for the interpretation by brain. Oral questions. In which material sound travels fastest? And what is the approximate speed of sound in water? And why it is not possible to talk on the surface of the moon? Because there is no medium. And name a device used for finding the depth of the sea. And what is the function of pinna in the external ear? What name is given to a circular membrane at the end of the inner ear? How many bones are there in the middle ear? Which part of the inner ear is associated with hearing? Which part of the inner ear is not associated with hearing? And how does sound energy from the inner ear reach the brain? Oral questions are given on page number 158 and you have to do with yourselves. Why do sounds differ? Why do sounds differ? We hear a variety of sounds. We hear variety of sounds produced by different vibrating body. Produced by different vibrating body or different vibrating objects. And we can make the easily difference between the sound of sitar and that of a violin. The sound of crow is different from the sound of the cuckoo. Even the sounds of different boys in a class are different. The sound of a girl is generally shrill as compared to the sound of a boy. What makes these sound different? The different objects produce different sounds because either they have different loudness or different pitch or both. So you know that sounds are differ. Whether means a girl sound is different, boy sound is different, animal sound is different, and you can recognize it. And because they have different loudness and they have different pitch, or they can both loudness also and pitch also. So loudness or intensity of sound. Loudness or intensity of sound. Loudness is the characteristics of a sound which distinguishes a feeble sound from a loud sound of the same frequency. And the loudness of sound depends upon the amplitude of the vibrating body. That is, the more the amplitude, the more is the loudness. If amplitude is more, then loudness is also more. If the amplitude of a sound wave is directly related to the energy it carries, so we can say that energy carried by a sound wave, louder is the sound produced. Conversely, In situation which are whispering or plucking of musical instrument gently, we use less energy. As a result, feeble sound is produced. And what is the loudness? Loudness also depends on the area of the vibrating body. Loudness is also depends on the area of the vibrating body, and a large drum will produce louder sound than a smaller drum when struck with the same force. And it is because the skin of a large drum sets more volume of air into vibrations, and hence produces louder sound than the smaller drum, and hence it produces louder sound than the smaller drum. Loudness decreases with the increase in distance from the source of sound. And when you are close to the loudspeaker, you hear a loud sound as compared to some distance away. And it is for the same reason you have moved to front desk when you cannot hear your teacher at the back benches. Loudness decreases with the increase in distance. If distance increases, then loudness will decrease. If distance will increase, then loudness will decrease. Loudness increases with the amplitude of vibrating body, and when loudness will increase, when the amplitude of the vibrating body will increase. Loudness increases with the increase in surface area. If surface area is increased, then loudness also will increase. And loudness decrease if the distance is more than from the source of the sound. What is the pitch? The voice of a woman is more shrill than the voice of a man. Voice of the woman is more shrill in compared to the voice of a man, and the sound produced by a flute is more shrill than the sound produced by sound produced by tabla or a drum. And a shrill sound is called the high pitch. Whereas a soft or less shrill sound is called the low pitch. So in this, what is the sound, what is the amplitude, loudness, till here you will take revision.